together for what, 26, 27?
27
years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with you longer than I've been by myself.
Absolutely.
You know
Likewise.
So that just,
so
we've been through so much
of what people are going through early on in their relationship.
Yeah, because I mean, you would think, right, 12, 14 years, that's a long time.
That's a long time.
It's not though that like...
Right, no, it's a very long time.
That's a long time.
Right.
So, but 10 to 12 years still feels like
it's still new.
It's still not enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I have to go back to 10, 12 years.
Yeah, no, we were still...
Do you remember, do you remember the 10th year?
Yeah, we were still going through.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we were still going through it. So, you know, and that's the thing is that, you know, it does take a lot of everything inside of you. Like, you know, you have to see, it's a lot of forgiveness, it's a lot of understanding, it's a lot of love, you know, because you truly have to love, you know, each other to get past that. Because
I do agree to that. Like,
yeah, you have
to like really love the person you with.
Yeah.
If you are like thinking in the back of your head, like, you know what?
Yeah, maybe that
I don't like
mm-hmm.
this, I don't like that, I don't like this, you know, and you still with them, then, or with her or whatever, that's different.
Right.
But if you like really care and really love that person,
right,
and you really want the best,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You fight for that.
Right. No, definitely.
I like I said, I ain't gonna ever tell nobody to get a divorce or separate.
Right.
I ain't gonna tell you to do that.
Right.
You know. But I feel like some things you know you gotta go through. You gotta have forgiveness. You have to fight. You have to go through the downs, a lot of downs, but you'll have a lot of ups at the end. Like
right.
A lot of understanding. Now I'm not saying that stuff ends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The arguments or the disagreements.
I know, because that's a given. Because, you know, just because you been together for, you know what I'm saying, for 27 years doesn't mean that you're not going to disagree on stuff.
Or doesn't mean that you got it all figured out.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that
right.
at all.
Exactly. Like, we still go through our stuff even now, still to this day, you know, but it doesn't mean that, you know, because we have an argument or because we have a disagreement, that's the end of the relationship. Like, no, absolutely not. Like, we are at a point to where it's like we're going to assess the situation, take, you know what I'm saying, like, communicate about it, take accountability for, you know, what's
I think that's
the wrong part. Is the accountability. Yeah, because
and even having the conversation.
Yes.
Because a lot of guys don't want to have.
Yeah, they don't, especially if they're in the wrong.
Or not even. It just having the conversation itself it's consuming. It's like it's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot.
But
you know, you have to like.
But for the person you love, you know what I'm saying?
No, and I
to
get
fix
it.
the problem.
Because even for me, it's a lot. And you know, you think, you know, like I got it down, and like no, I don't have it down. I struggle.
Yes,
a lot.
As we all do.
With a lot of stuff.
Yes, as we all do.
But I think the main thing is to really look at yourself and like, is this the person you really want to be with?
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, if that's not who you want to be with, then you know, why waste your time? Why waste their time?
Right. Because
now, if you married,
right,
that's different.
Right, because you done already
have to work through that.
Exactly, because you done already made that choice.
You have to work through it.
Exactly, you done already took those vows. So there ain't no, oh, I don't want to deal with this. Like, I don't want to make the changes. I don't want to. No, at that point, you've already made those vows to make that change, to make those changes. And you know, I think that that's a lot of, you know, where the issues come in, because a lot of people think like, oh, well, I shouldn't have to change who I am. And it's like, it's not changing who you are. But in reality, we all can make changes to improve ourselves. Because...
So in a sense, you do have to change who you are.
You do have to, yeah, you do. But,
and that's just the truth.
Exactly.
Like, it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing because, you know, especially if this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, like, you're going to make the necessary changes to improve and prolong
and that's
that life.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's exactly. But exactly, but you have to find that person who's also willing to make those changes along with you. Like, it can't be one-sided.
No.
It can't be one-sided. Like, it has to be both sides.
But like, you know, so we gotta go right back to the same point we made earlier. It's like you ain't going to get 100% from no one.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you do, then man, bless you. I don't, you know, if you
Man.
got everything, I don't know.
Right.
Maybe you know,
I mean,
it's probably out there. I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, not to say it like that, but you know, it's gonna be something. It's going to be. There's no. There's man. There is no perfect person. There is no perfect being other than God.
Right.
There is no perfect person. So everybody has flaws. Everybody has flaws. Everybody does something that irritates or pisses, or you know what I'm saying, that it's a different upbringing.
It's
but
like what Jadakiss said in that song.
What
he
is
was
that?
like, he said something about basically on the lines of like, he said like his girl get on his nerves sometimes, but he can deal with that considering everything he did.
Exactly, but not only everything he did, but because that's somebody who he loves.
Yeah, but you know the whole point is like you have to basically, that's taking accountability. Is what I'm saying.
In a sense, yeah.
It's like considering everything that I've done, and you getting on my nerves, like I can deal with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's, you know,
right.
Because and then you tie into love. And what you feel for that person in there, like.
But I feel like the love comes first, because if you truly, truly love somebody, then you gonna take their flaws. You know what I'm saying? You gonna accept the flaws. You're gonna accept the flaws, and you know, just take that as you're going to take the flaws as being a part of the person who you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to step outside of that and in a sense say, for our kids. Right. Our kids do stuff to piss us off every single day.
I'll be like, where did they get that from? I'm like, I've never taught them to be that way. Where is they getting this stuff from?
They gonna do stuff to piss us off. They gonna do stuff to irritate us. But does that stop us from loving them?
No.
Oh, excuse me. It doesn't stop us from loving them. It doesn't stop us from doing what it is that's necessary as parents, or you know. And yes, of course, in a marriage it is different, but it carries the same logic. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you have to genuinely, like you have to love somebody fully through and through to know and to have that mindset that, you know what, nobody is perfect. Everybody is going to make mistakes, but if you are making an effort to correct, you know, the problem that I bring to you, and you are, you know, you're not shutting me down about it, you're not, you know what I'm saying, like dismissing it, you're not invalidating how it is that I feel, you're listening and understanding and, you know, taking what it is that I'm saying into consideration, and also taking accountability, which is extremely hard to do for, you know, a lot of people.
Right.
But if you are in a relationship and that's somebody who you love, you're going to do it.
Even sometimes, like, I know, I'll take myself for example, right? There be times where I'll be like, man, like, I really feel like I didn't do anything wrong, right? Like, I'm like strong, man, and I just be like, man, I'll be saying at that moment, I'll be like, there's no way I'm gonna apologize, right? And then like an hour, 2 hours pass, and then I find myself apologizing. And I'm just like, I don't know how this happened.
But
like, no, that's what I'll be
right,
like.
That's
what, like,
right.
But then it's just like, when it's all said and done, like, I just be like, you know, what we was arguing about, like something ain't worth it, right? Something
Right.
And just you start thinking like, man, some of this stuff don't even be worth arguing about.
Right.
But you know, at the time, it don't seem like that.
Right.
At the time,
in the moment, it's a reason.
There's a reason. You
right.
Strong on it.
Exactly.
Like, you know what? No, I ain't apologizing. I ain't doing nothing wrong.
Right.
But you know, sometimes you gotta bite that bullet, and I think that be the hard part to do for a lot of people. Just like, you know what? Just I don't like. We gotta talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta figure this out, and like really take accountability if you messed up.
Right.
And that's just you got. But see, for me, I like to just think first
before you say anything.
Before I say anything.
Right, which is understandable.
I don't like to just go
just
off.
blurt out. Right. And you know,
when you mad,
you can say things.
You'll say stuff. You might say stuff that you might want you regret saying.
Right.
You know, you don't know. When you know, when you're mad, your mind is heated. You're mad.
Right.
So
and it's a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings that come behind it, and you know, sometimes it can can come. It can be unspoken feelings.
You know what I think people should do sometimes? When next time they get into an argument, record it, right? Just record it. Just hit record. Don't you ain't got to video it. Just record it.
Just do a voice recording.
And then just go back and listen to it. You figure out when you're all made up and y'all figure y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? Go back and listen to it and see if you was wrong or right.
Right. Absolutely. I agree.
Because you're gonna be like, man, dang.
Was I really like that?
Did I apologize to you?
Did I? No, you didn't. You didn't apologize for that shit. That shit is still sitting with me. It's a lot. And you know, it does take a lot because, you know, I think that you know how they say, you know, hurt people.
Right.
I think that the hurt person.
Misery loves company.
No.
Or what's the word?
I know. I get what you're saying.
It's the same thing.
But that's not what I'm saying. That's not the point that I was making. But I get what you're saying. But I was saying more on the lines of like, if a person is hurt, their feelings are on the forefront for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard to
care about somebody else's
feelings when you're feeling a type of way yourself.
Right.
You know, it's really, really difficult, and it's really hard to feel or listen to how the other person is feeling, even though, you know, they may be validated in what it is that they're feeling, but you are validated as well. Exactly. And it's so hard to pull your feelings back to listen to the other person's feelings. So I think that that's where a lot of conflict, because then it becomes a defensive, because then
it's like you didn't
hear what I said.
And then they're like,
you didn't hear what I said. Exactly. So it's just like a constant, and then that's where the defense comes, because it's like, well, wait, and you know,
somebody has to bite the bullet.
Exactly, and that's the hard thing. That's the hard thing to be able to pull your own feelings back, to actually listen to what it is that they're saying and take account.
Especially if you feel like you didn't.
Whoo, Jesus!
If you feel like and you have to still bite that bullet.
Woo, man. That takes a whole lot of prayer, Jesus. That takes a whole lot of prayer to just, okay, please, Father God, let me listen to it. But you know, that's where that love comes in. That's where that understanding has to come in. That's where that strength has to come in. Definitely. It's not easy, and it takes hard work.
And then you involve kids.
Kids, because they.
No, you don't involve kids, grown kids, teenagers.
While you in there trying to have a conversation.
It's like, oh man.
I mean, and then you try not to snap on them, and then if if they come in and you like, I mean, not right now.
It's hard. It's hard out here.
It's hard out here for a film. I know that. So, ojalá you find the person that's willing to fight as hard as you, right?
I hope you find the person that's willing to fight as hard as me.
That's not what I was saying. I was speaking in general.
I thought you was talking to me.
I wasn't talking to you. I was just saying in general, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel it. Okay, but yes. Gracias a Dios.
Gracias.